Welcome back to Wicked Willow. I decided that my fears about potentially causing issues for Elf and the running out of time to go see Tanya, both of those things, if it was only one of those things, I probably would have still gone to Elf. But with both of those factors counting against it, I'm just going to go see Tanya and we will figure out what to do with the cash. We'll either give it to Tanya or take it to Elf tomorrow. Yeah.
It's a big risk walking around with all this cash. But I can't leave it here, and I really shouldn't keep Tanya waiting.
Yeah.
Nearly there.
Hey, weren't you at the bank during the robbery earlier?
I mean, technically yes, but...
Oh, shit. It's the cops. No,
And isn't that the backpack from the video? You're coming with us, ma'am.
Ah, beans.
Well, wait! No! This is a misunderstanding! Ugh! No reading my rights? No judge?
Oh hey, jail again.
No one phone call? Ugh! What the hell's going on?
I was in jail in the last one, and now I'm back in jail again. Is it the same jail?
Maybe I can just teleport myself home. Wait a minute. Why aren't my powers working?
Willow, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
It's the same jail, presumably. Or at least she's still here. Hi.
Who the hell are you? And how do you know my name?
They told me I had a new cellmate coming named Willow. I can only assume that you must be her.
Yeah.
You can call me Zarcy.
Hi, Zarcy.
I'll save you.
Oh, no. Go back.
I'll save you the time. Are you wondering what I am?
No, I remember from last time, but please tell me anyway.
I'm a succubus, sweetie.
Okay.
A succubus?
A demon of seduction, with powers from the fiery pits of hell itself.
Wait, so hell is real?
Yes, of course it is. And this is surprising to you? Haven't you been to church?
I mean...
I kinda stopped going to church and believing in all that stuff.
Oh, really? You know, there's nothing more satisfying than taking a leap of faith.
If you say so.
Okay. Maybe one or two things.
No offense, but I don't really care to talk theology. We've got to figure out how to escape.
An escape? Why didn't I think of that? Oh, how delightfully naive you are. There's a dampening field. Eliminates your magic and mine.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping it wouldn't work this time. But... beans.
Can't we fight back against it somehow?
Hardly. We're about as helpless as a couple of schoolgirls in the ocean, trying to fight off the advances of a giant randy octopus. So we can't do much. Except, you know, try and make the most of it.
Well, while I try to scrub my mind of that image. Do you know why we're here?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Yes, I do. Sort of. Kind of remember.
Oh, I know exactly why we're here.
We committed crimes. I know why I'm here. They thought I stole money. I didn't actually, but they thought I did. I had the money. That was stolen, but I didn't steal it. My cat did, which is, maybe not any better of a defense now that I think about it.
Are you going to tell me?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, good grief.
Information for information. A little deal with the devil, as it were.
Okay.
Why not tell me a bit about yourself first?
Like what? I'm Willow. I go to school.
Fine. Whatever. What do you want to know?
When you shower, what's the last area you wash?
That's a weird question. I don't like where you're going with this.
Well, why the hell would you want to know that? Are we going to have to shower together or something?
Only in my imagination, sadly. I just want a mental image that pleases me. Which part of you holds on to its naughty grind the longest?
I didn't think you could make that question worse, and here we are.
That's none of your business.
Fine. I didn't really care anyway. I just wanted to see if you made a cute face when you're shy. And, for the record, it's so sweet my fangs are getting cavities. There. That wasn't so bad, was it?
So why are we here? Hey, you promised.
And do you really trust a succubus to keep her word?
Yes, I did, because I might be dumb, but I take people at their word.
Your naivete is so strong, it's almost alluring. You should have insisted I tell you first.
That felt rude.
But...
Don't worry, I'll tell you. But only because it's what I want to do. We're not in jail for breaking the law.
I mean, good, because technically I didn't.
We're more like political prisoners.
What do you mean by that?
I don't do politics.
That's not really up to you to decide, is it? We're here because of the One Right Way organization. ORW for short.
Okay.
I've heard that name before. They're the ones that bought the bank, right?
Yes. And they don't take too kindly to witches.
Ah, beans.
I'm afraid you've been declared an undesirable.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm undesirable?
Well, not in my book.
I can't decide if that's a compliment in this case or just kind of weird. But I'm gonna go with compliment, so thank you, I think.
Thank you?
Oh, hey, look, Willow came to the same conclusion. Cool.
Thank you for what? For noticing you? It wasn't deliberate. It just comes naturally to me.
Okay.
Especially when I'm stuck with someone as gorgeous as you.
Okay.
You just called us political prisoners, and you want to flirt with me?
I never know which breath will be my last. I can't let a single one go to waste.
I guess that's reasonable, but still a little weird.
But why are we in so much danger in the first place?
We're problematic. We don't fit their vision of what the world should look like.
That's...
If they had it their way, it would be all angels and rainbows and joy all the time.
That's a little lame, but it doesn't sound so bad, right?
Oh, you must be joking. It would be hell on earth.
In what way?
From your perspective, wouldn't that be, like, a good thing?
Touché. I just felt a shiver. And speaking of hell, you said you stopped believing in God, right? Why?
I told you. I don't want to get into all that God stuff.
Let me guess. Was it the loss of someone you loved?
Ow.
Let me put it into terms you might understand. Imagine I offered to consume the memories of your dearly departed, to ease your pain. Would you be interested?
No.
Of course not!
But why?
Because to forget they ever existed would be worse than their death. I want to remember, even if it makes me feel sad.
Exactly. Pleasure is always worth the price of pain. The fact that you and I know that we're prepared to pay pleasure's price, that makes us dangerous.
That also was a tongue twister.
I hardly think we're in the same league. I mean, I just started being a witch.
Yeah, but we did already kill a guy, kind of.
Meanwhile, you're,
A succubus.
Cat got your tongue?
No, he's not here right now.
Not to worry. I know exactly what's having so much trouble tumbling out of your luscious lips. You think you're better than me.
I don't. I can't say for sure that Willow doesn't.
I didn't say that.
But you're thinking it, aren't you?
You said you're a demon from hell. Like, what else am I supposed to be thinking over here?
It's only natural to be afraid of me, dearie. But that'll change when I expose myself to you.
That's illegal.
What? What are you going to do?
Tell you my life story.
That is a lot less illegal.
What did you think I was going to do?
Okay, never mind. Jump the gun.
Nothing.
If you say so. So, are you interested? In the story, that is.
Whatever.
Sure, let's listen to the story. I like stories.
It's not like I have anything better to do here.
I wasn't always in the service of hell. Actually, I used to be on the other side.
You were an angel?
Not quite, dearie. I was a nun.
That's a lot more boring than Angel, but fair.
A nun?
Explains the outfit, at least to a degree.
My older sister was misused. She became pregnant. She jumped off a bridge. After that, well, having a relationship, having sex, it wasn't so appealing to me now, was it?
That's fair.
I joined the convent as soon as I could. I was barely more than a child when I took my vows. I lived my whole life without the comfort of physical contact. Even when I was getting old and frail, I never let one of the younger sisters so much as brace me as I walked. I didn't want to grow attached. I didn't want to risk letting the pleasures of affection poison my mind.
Sarsi.
Then, one day, I was too feeble to hoist myself out of bed. I didn't dare call for help. There was no excuse which justified risking physical contact. So instead, I futilely tried rocking myself back and forth, hoping to get some momentum. In my frustration, out of my lips tumbled, "Damn this bed to hell," or something like that. It was the first time I'd ever uttered profane words. Perhaps the first sin I'd ever really committed while in the convent. The words floated out into the air and straight towards the underworld, where they were heard loud and clear.
Hold on. You're telling me every time I say swear like, goddamn, Satan can hear me?
Now you're getting it.
Okay, cool. Let's ignore that.
Well, why don't we use that to escape from this little prison then? To hell with these bars, right?
Dampening field, remember, cancels out all magic.
But...
Okay, question though. If it's a dampening field that's powerful enough to stop Satan, is it powerful enough to stop God? Who apparently exists canonically? I have questions, several questions, many questions.
If you're done with your questions, may I have the pleasure of finishing my little story?
Sorry, that's my bad. I asked too many questions. You got me.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Once those words were heard, a succubus rose from the depths to find me.
Someone like you?
She was like me, and yet very, very much not like me. I cannot give you more clarity than that, I'm afraid.
What did you do when she showed up? Call for a priest to perform an exorcism or something?
Hardly. If I wasn't going to invite a woman into my room, I certainly wasn't going to invite a man. Even though I knew what the succubus was, for some reason, I didn't feel any fear. I was a feeble old woman. If something monstrous were to happen, well, death's embrace cannot be avoided forever, you know.
I guess that's fair. That makes some sense. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, what did she do to you?
She asked me if I was having trouble getting out of bed. I didn't speak. I couldn't speak. But I found myself slowly nodding. She walked over towards me. I remember the little clicking of her hooved feet against the cold tiles of the monastery floor. Click, click, click. I could feel my heart beating along with them. She reached out her hand, and I took it. It was so warm. My flesh nearly burned. She pulled me up, and I was nearly eye level with her. Her clawed hand so delicately stroked the side of my face. I never felt so happy. I held her. I cried. She gently lowered me back into my bed, and we made love. It was the greatest pleasure of my life. For the longest time, I simply lay there, grinning like an idiot. Nothing seemed to matter. Then, finally, my mysterious companion spoke to me. "You know why you can't get out of bed, right?" she asked me. Once again, all I could do was shake my head. Bone cancer, she said it was.
Yikes.
Bone cancer? My mom had that.
Nasty little thing, isn't it? My mysterious friend said I was going to die soon. I started crying again. Not because I was going to die, mind you. I knew it was long past my time to go. I was crying because I'd wasted my whole life living and preaching the virtues of chastity. I denied myself the world's greatest pleasure. And for what? "You don't have to die," she told me. She could release me from my mortal coil, even restore my youth. If only I switch sides and join her in serving the darkness. If I agreed to become a succubus. When I joined the convent at age 13, I had no doubt in my heart. And when I joined the succubus 70 years later, I had no doubt then either.
Fair enough.
Whoa, that's...
When I seduce people, I do it because I just want to spread the love.
That makes it sound very reasonable. I'm having a hard time seeing what the downside of that is.
I want others to enjoy life while they can.
What about, after they die?
What about it? You know what they say. Heaven for climate, hell for company, right?
But
I've been monopolizing the conversation. What about you, Willow?
I don't like the way you asked that, but this episode's gone a little long. And it was... Yep, bye-bye. Just bye-bye.